Have you ever stumbled upon a product that you never knew you wanted, but suddenly found yourself obsessing over? That's how I felt when I discovered the Fujifilm X100 series. At first, I was happy with my camera. I still am. But after years of carrying such a heavy camera, I decided to look into something a bit lighter and compact. Now, when all this started, I had no idea what I even wanted or what was even out there. I originally wanted to buy a Leica camera, obviously within my budget. All I knew is that I wanted something compact, something that I can just pick up and go and not worried about what lens I'm gonna take or my bag. I wanted something minimal. So I started doing my research, spending long hours searching on eBay and Facebook Market for something that would spark my interest. I know I wanted a compact camera, something with a viewfinder. That was one of the things that I really wanted. Something digital, since film has been getting super expensive recently with the popularity of other cameras, including the newest Fujifilm X100V. All these things have become so expensive. So in order for me to get that same type of film vibe in a digital format, that was exactly the camera that I was looking for. So after 3 weeks of searching and getting outbid on eBay, I finally found it. This is the Fujifilm X100s. Released back in March of 2013, this camera was a follow-up to the Fujifilm X100, released in 2011. The X100s is a camera designed for professionals and enthusiast photographers who value image quality, manual controls, and portability. This camera was the first of its kind to have both an optical and electronic viewfinder. 16.3 megapixels. It has a lens of 23 millimeters at f2, which equivalents to about a 35 millimeter on a full frame camera. Let's talk about image quality for a second here. The images coming out of this camera are just simply amazing. I've been getting so many amazing photos with this camera. Images coming out are so sharp and with a lot of detail. Now, this lens being an f2, it's also great at night photography. Having that wide aperture just makes everything so much better. And also you can kind of handheld this camera at like 60th of a second and still get a pretty awesome shot. Overall, I am pretty satisfied with the images that this camera reproduces. If I could say just one thing, is that I feel a lot of the photos are a bit oversaturated. But that's not a big deal for me or a deal breaker by any means, because you can always fix that in post. We're also going to talk about portability, which is one of the main things why I even got this camera. I wanted something small. I wanted something that I can just pick up and go and not worry about anything. When it comes to portability, this camera is awesome. It's super lightweight. I carry it around on my side. Sometimes I don't even feel it's there. Super nice. If I want to throw it in my little satchel bag that I have, it fits in there. I always like to carry a camera, and just carrying this heavy one all the time just got really tiring. So being able to have the same or maybe not the same, but almost pretty close to the same image quality coming out of my Canon EOS R. From this 10-year-old camera, I think it's pretty amazing. The last thing that we're going to talk about are just some of my favorite features from this camera, because it has a lot of nice hidden features that I didn't even know this camera had until I actually read the whole manual and I found out about some of these cool features. So one of those features is double exposure. Now, I've been trying to do these double exposures, but it's very difficult to come up with a good image, but it's something that I really do like. I see a lot of photos on Instagram of people using this double exposure and creating some amazing things, so I'm gonna keep on practicing until I get some similar results. The film simulations, I know I already talked about this, but this is another cool thing that this camera has. It just allows you to be a little bit more creative, and it just has a whole bunch of different other type of presets, making your photos look a little bit more unique and different than everyone else. And for now, I think this is a great buy if you are also in the market. This camera is pretty good. It's only about $500, so it's not gonna break the bank, and it does take pretty amazing photographs. So alright guys, that's gonna be pretty much it for this week's video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps out a lot. Subscribed if you're not subscribed already for future videos, and you guys be safe out there, and I will see you guys next week. Peace. This is voiceover number 2. It's a short one, so don't fuck it up.